UB School of Nursing Class of 2020, esteemed faculty and honored guests, it is a great honor and privilege to be addressing you today. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude having been chosen to speak on such a momentous occasion. I'm sure you never dreamt of your graduation day turning out this way. I never thought I would be delivering a commencement speech to a camera. First, I want to offer you my heartiest congratulations. I know this has not been an easy journey for you, as I had once been there myself. You've gone through a rigorous academic curriculum, and today is the culmination of years of dedication, diligence, and hard work. The long days and late nights have finally paid off, and you're able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. To the families, friends, and support systems of our students, thank you for the support that you have provided to your loved ones and the sacrifices that you've made to aid in their success. This couldn't have been done without you. 7 years ago, almost to the day, I was sitting in Alumni Arena as the first BS to DNP graduate student in the Family Nurse Practitioner program. I remember looking around the arena and reflecting on my journey that culminated in the momentous milestone that was my graduation day. My journey to becoming a nurse practitioner had started 9 years before that, the day I became a cancer patient. I had lived a very healthy life growing up, and the extent of my experience with anything healthcare related was limited to well visits at the pediatrician's office. You can imagine my shock, surprise, and fear when I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma shortly before my high school graduation. I quickly became very familiar with the healthcare system while I was scheduled for scans, procedures, and treatments. While I don't remember all the details, I do remember the remarkable care that I received from my oncology team, most notably from the nurses and nurse practitioner. I was so inspired by them that I went and changed my college major to nursing that fall. Growing up, I had always wanted to be a pediatrician and had dreams of going to medical school, but not anymore. I was going to be an NP and I was going to work at Roswell. I graduated with my associates in 2008, BSN in 2010, and ultimately my DNP in 2013. Upon the recommendation of my professor, who's now my friend and colleague, Dr. Pepleham, I applied for a nurse practitioner position at Roswell Park and was hired to work in their clinical research center. I was elated to be finally working at the hospital that had given me a second chance at life. I had gone full circle from being a patient to a provider. Today marks a major transitional milestone in your lives. The long hours of studying, writing papers, attending classes and clinicals is now behind you. It's finally time to celebrate and recognize all the hard work and dedication that you've put towards your academic and professional goals. You're about to embark on a new career and navigate a healthcare system during these unprecedented times. The situation has been changing quite literally minute by minute, and the news has many people feeling depressed, anxious, outraged, and ultimately defeated. You may be even having some feelings of insecurity, trepidation, or ambivalence about entering the healthcare environment right now. It's perfectly normal to feel this way under ordinary circumstances, let alone during a global pandemic. Please know that you're not the only ones feeling this way. With the COVID situation in constant flux, we're all feeling like new grads lately. From the greenest graduates to the most seasoned veterans, together we will meet this challenge head on by learning, adapting, and ultimately overcoming what today seems so insurmountable. With an emphasis on critical thinking, independent decision making, research, healthcare policy, and outcomes, UB School of Nursing has undoubtedly prepared you to be some of the best clinicians, educators, and leaders in our profession. I look back fondly at my time at UB as a student, and I truly feel that the education I received was second to none, and the compassionate support that I received from both faculty and my fellow classmates has empowered me to thrive as an independent practitioner working in a complex healthcare environment, and I know it will for you too. Modern day nursing is the glue that holds the entire healthcare system together. Beyond the time-honored reputation for compassion, dedication, and ethics lies a highly specialized profession which is constantly changing to evolve the needs of a rapidly changing society. The World Health Organization has designated 2020 as the year of the nurse and the nurse midwife, in honor of the 200th anniversary of Florence Nightingale's birth. This is a year-long effort to celebrate the work of nurses and nurse midwives and to recognize the critical contribution that both professions make to global health. The timing is impeccable as nursing and healthcare in general has been thrust into the global spotlight in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. This has highlighted how incredibly resilient nurses are, how selfless they are, while also bringing increased awareness to the critical issues that we face, such as the mistreatment of clinical staff, unsafe working conditions, and lack of supplies and PPE. So when you're feeling anxious, whether because of current events or just the growing pains of being a new grad in a new role, please remember that what you're doing is making a positive impact in the world. There will be days where it doesn't feel like you're making a difference and days that you're wondering why you're doing what you do, but there will be more days when you know that you have made the difference and know exactly why you're in this profession. We are at a time in history when the world is facing enormous challenges from the effects that the novel coronavirus is leaving on our healthcare system. But this is also a time where the opportunities created by these challenges has never been greater. Years from now, when the dust has settled and the feelings of fear and uncertainty have subsided, your faces and voices will be the ones that people remember as being there for them when they needed it most. You will be the ones changing the world, providing cutting-edge treatments on the front lines of a battle that we've only just begun. You will be the ones helping to advance our profession and to help set a foundation for future healthcare crises and how we respond to them. From the bedside to the boardroom, each and every one of you will play a key role in igniting the change that advances our nursing profession and helps to shape and develop an improved healthcare system in the U.S. and beyond. Florence would be so proud.